What's up, dudes? Got something new. I know you're like, about time, right? True, it is. Before I open this thing up, though, there is a story about how I came to have this particular gun. Now, if you watch my channel for a while and you followed me, then you know that the one type of gun I've never owned, or I've not had, and I should have had, because really, if you get down to it, if I had to make a choice, it is my favorite style, is a 1911. I've shot tons of them. Shot them when I was in the service. I've shot tons of them since I've been out. I just never owned one. And all my friends were like, God, come on, Raz, man, you're being a fag. Hurry up and get one. And, whatever. So, I finally got to the point where, okay, make my next gun purchase. This is going to be it. And I'd been to that point last year, but other stuff came up. I ended up getting something a little different. But my mind was set this time. And I had a specific one I wanted. And I'll tell y'all what it was. It was a Springfield GI. I wanted a Springfield GI. There's a reason I want that standard Springfield GI Parkerized, not the OD green one, the Parkerized one. There's a reason why I want that. And if I don't get it, if I don't have enough time in this video, I'll get to it in another one. I'll tell you why. But at any rate, that's what I wanted. I couldn't find one anywhere. You can't find, they're sold out at Bud's. I talked to Lance, or to Les at K&W. He's having trouble finding them. Nobody's got the damn things. I went to a gun show last weekend. I made a video about it. They didn't have dick. We ended up going to Memphis, and we went to a place called Range USA, and they had very few guns for retail for sale. But let's keep in mind, they're not a retail outlet. They're primarily a range. They're a place to go shoot. Very nice facility in a decent part of town. It's really not that hard to find once you've been there the first time. Nice place. Would love to go back there and shoot sometime, and probably will. But they're primarily a range. So, just couldn't find one. Now, like I said at the gun show, they had a couple of CZs, which now at the time I had never heard of a ZZ. And I knew about Dan Wesson, but I certainly didn't know that he used ZZ. I'd heard of CZ, I guess. I'd seen them around, but I just never thought anything about them. Now I know a lot more about them thanks to guys that watch my videos. They have informed me. They taught me. So what we do here is we teach and we learn. So I learned too. And now I know a lot more about them. Had I known what I know now, I probably would have looked at them a little bit closer. But at any rate, couldn't find one. Anyway, this past week, I think it was on Tuesday, a buddy of mine and I said, I'm going to go over to one of our gun shops here in town and see if they've got any officer size of what I'm looking for. So I'll go with you. And so we went down there. They did. We both looked at it. We handled it. We asked the lady if we could, function check it. She said yes. And we looked it over. Said, yeah, that's nice. And I was like, yeah, I will have one of those someday too. I'm just stuck on wanting the Springfield GI. They didn't have one. Wednesday, he said, I'm going up there and putting that thing on layaway today, and I'll pick it up Friday. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go with you. If they got 2 of them, I'm gonna buy one too. She said they had 3 of them. I said, all right, well, let's go. We went up there, and he said, yeah, I want to see that officer size. She handed it to him, the same one we looked at. And I just happened to look down, and there was my baby. There was the Springfield GI Parkerized. They had just put it out that morning, 1 day later. I said, I want to see that. Got it in my hands. It had never been handled, pretty obviously. It was in just, they just put it out. She said, we just put that out about 3 hours ago. And I said, my gosh. I said, can I pull the slide and dry fire it a few times? She said, yes. Remember, always ask them about stuff like that, guys. It makes a difference when you go to a gun store. And I did, and I'm like, that's it, I want it. And it was just over 500 bucks. So that's it, I want it. I just happened to look down though, and I said, yeah, do you have another one of those officer size in the back or anything? And she said, I don't know if we have another or not. She walked back, came out, set this case down. I said, yeah, we do. And it still had the tape around it and everything. It had never even been open. Still in the hard plastic bag, saturated with oil, the whole bit. I'm sitting there looking, and I said, okay. I'm like, I don't know, I'm going after this Springfield. Another guy that worked there, while my buddy was filling out his paperwork, said, so you like that Springfield better than that one? I said, Yeah, I do. I said I wanted one of these all my life. Now I want one of those too. Don't get me wrong, I will get one of those, but I've been looking for this. He goes, yeah, they're hard to find right now. He said, but they'll start to come. They're going to start to be more available. He said, here, you do what you want, but I'm going to give you a hint. These are fixing to take a substantial price increase. These are the last ones we're getting at this price. I said, really? So what do you mean by substantial? And he said 6 months from now you can come in and buy that Springfield. It's probably going to be within about a $30 or $40 range of what it is now. Because then I've seen them in there for $4.99. I've seen them in there for $4.49 or for $5.49. They've always been in that range. He said this one is not going to be anywhere near what it is now. Guys, it was listed at $409. I walked out the door with it for $400. It is a Rock Island Armory, officer size. And you're like, all right, shut up and open the freaking box. Well, that's what we're going to do. Needless to say, I got this instead of the Springfield. There it is. Put the box aside. And after I got home with it and messed with it, I'm glad I did buy this one instead of the other. For now, because I'm very, very pleased with this. Comes with an ACMAG, which is outstanding magazine. I've already ordered 3 more of these. This thing's pretty tight. A little bit of a rattle, normal. Nothing major. You put the magazine in, matter of fact, that goes away. It's very nicely built. Found out something about these though that I did not know. This is a M1911 CS. His is an M1911 MS, which means mid-size frame. This means compact frame. This has a 3.5 inch barrel. His has a 4-inch barrel. Still considered an officer size for some reason, but it still is. The difference between the two that we noticed, and I didn't notice this until we already got the thing out in the truck and we were heading back. He's the one who noticed it. This has a skeletonized hammer. His has a spur hammer. This has an extended beaver tail, and the grip safety comes down, has a memory bump. His has a straight grip safety and a standard beaver tail. Make sure it's clear. When you pull it back, check it. This has a slightly polished feed ramp and chamber rim. His doesn't. So there is a bit of a difference. Nice crisp trigger pull. Trigger pull on was about the same, but I did not know that. They're both considered officer size, but that's a mid-size frame. This is a compact size frame. Guys that know more about this, comment in on this and tell me if they make a compact size that's just basic GI. This is an upgrade. This is an upgrade a little bit. Now, from my understanding, you could make that one look like this one because all you got to do is put a different grip safety and a different hammer on it. But I did not know that. The sights are identical. Still had the polished chamber housing on the barrel, and still had the same bull barrel. But this is a very, very nice piece. I am very pleased with this. I'm very glad that I got this, and I'm very, very, very happy with it. It is going to be shot today, by the way. Now there are some things I'm going to do to it. I got a shipment in from Midway today as well, and I will. We're going to do some stuff to it. A very, very good friend of mine is sending me some grips, and I'll tell you who that is when I get them and get them put on here. But he's sending me some grips for it because the only thing about this I don't like, literally the only thing, are these shitty ass looking grips. And I think I've got a theory behind why Rock Island puts these grips on them, because I think that they figure that most people that have 1911s are going to change your grips anyway. It's a cost saving. But when you can get grips like from Pierce Grips for $11 to put on here, you know, why don't they just do that? I figure they leave it to the consumer to do that, because still $11 for a set of nice grips are off the hook. So I mean, that's great. So we're going to do some stuff to this. I've got to get some bits from my Dremel. We're going to polish some things on here. We're going to personalize this thing up, and we're going to go from there. I ordered another trigger that we're going to work on. I'll show you what we're going to do to that as well. So in the next week or two, we're going to do some stuff to this. We're going to be making some videos around this gun and what we're doing to it. Now, I want to give a shout out to a guy. I want to give a shout out to B Perk 80. Now this is he's relatively new. He's got a few videos up, and he is doing a contest. He's trying to get to 100 subs, and he's giving away a DeSantis holster. Now this is a small in the waistband suede leather holster. It fits the compact size and the baby size Glocks. So like the 19 and the 23, and in all the baby size Glocks it'll fit. I don't know that it'll fit the full size or not, but it looks like a really nice holster, and he's got some really good videos. His videos are not bad at all. He's kind of just getting started. He's a very nice guy. Seems like a good dude, so go check his channel. I will link to him here and down in the description. So let's help get him to 100 so he can do his holster giveaway. If you have a baby Glock or a compact size Glock and you're looking for a little holster to put it in, might be something you're looking for. It's so, you know, who knows, you may be the lucky winner. So let's help push him over 100, guys. I think he's going to be a good channel. He's a good sub. He is a good sub. He watches your channels and he follows you. Guys, that's it for now. Oh, got another shipment in from did I mention I got a shipment in from Midway? I can't remember. The rest of the shit came in for me to finish my HR shotgun restore. So we're going to start wrapping that up and pulling together. I've been doing some footage of it. I've took pictures before, and I've been doing footage of what I've been doing through it. So hopefully we can wrap that thing up here before too much longer too, and we'll get a video up of that. So we got some stuff coming up, guys, and hopefully we're going to start making some more vids. But I'm really happy with this Rock Island Armory. I bought it over the one I wanted first. And I did it for price because I could not let this go at the price that it was, because it's no. Oh, and to prove that the guy wasn't just lying to me, we went in Friday. The guy my buddy picked his up off layaway. All right, they also had a full size frame one in the cabinet as well. It was listed at $409 as well. We got these things for $400 out the door. Well, a little bit more because we bought ammo as well, but the gun itself, it was listed at $409. Happened to look down, sticker on that thing was $449. So it's already gone up. So I don't know if that's going to be nationwide. He just said his distributor, so we'll let it go with that. That's all I got, dudes. Remember, shoot when you can, guys. Shoot safe, and we'll do some more with this. And that's all I got for now, guys. Later.